Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. We got an update on our ATAI. We basically put $10,000 into it, and I'm going to be telling you guys what happened. I finally sold it today at $2.36. And honestly, it was pretty great. I think we made like 60%. With that being said, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here to tell you guys what to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just here to give you guys ideas on stocks to get and stuff like that. With that being said, overall update. So as of this screenshot, we were at 42%, which is kind of insane. And we made 4,270 bucks. But I didn't close it. I think earlier I checked it again and I finally sold it. And I think I was up 62%. So all in all, it was pretty decent. And it wasn't even meant for a day trade, but literally within this month, we turned $10,000 into around 15,000, which is insane. And this was mainly, I was going to hold it for my long term, but it went up way too quick. So I might either just wait until it dips a little bit more and then put another 10,000 in, and or go a little bit lower. So it's lower risk and you put like 5,000 into it. I'll see, and I'll update you guys when that time comes. I just want to say I made an option PDF so that you guys can learn how to become profitable with options and learning the right strategies that works out for you. With that being said, what is ATAI? ATAI Life Sciences. So basically, it is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company headquartered in Berlin and New York, focused on developing therapies for mental health disorders, including treatment-resistant depression, social anxiety disorder, and just honestly, man, they're doing pretty good. And they had some good news come out. Transfer mental health treatment with innovative science-driven solutions targeting unmet needs. So their key focus is compounds like their BPL-003 and their VLS-01 and their EMP-01. And honestly, it's just basically things that help you focus more, mental health get better, in short. So significant developments in May 2025, basically a positive phase 2A trial results for the BPL-003 have driven stock momentum and investors' interest. Key fact, ATI owns 34% stake in Beckley Pistech with an option to increase to 45% by investing around $60 million, making its position way better. So breakthrough with the BPL-003 phase 2A results. So announcement date was May 20th, which was literally like 10 days ago, and details basically their phase 2A study, part 2 of BPL-003 showed remarkable results. So a single dose provided significant antidepressant effects lasting up to 90 days, a potential game changer for TRD patients. Safety, consistent safety profile, de-risking the upcoming phase 2 trial, mid-2025. Analyst reactions, so Jefferies analyst Andrew Tsai, I don't know how to say that, called the data encouraging, noting it supports the pivotal phase 2B trial. Market impact, the announcement triggered a stock surge with shares rising from 150 to 206, briefly hitting 210, a 37% increase. Significance positions ATAI as a leader in the treatments addressing a market with high unmet needs. Next step, so phase 2B trial results expected mid 2025, potentially paving the way for phase 3. So honestly, mid 2025, keep this one on your radar because honestly, if it's great and they get to phase 3, it can bring the stock price up even more and honestly make even more money. Stock performance, so May 13th, it was around $1.50. May 20th, so basically post BPL-003 news, it surged to 206, peaking at 210. And May 25th, it stabilized at around 205, up 37% in 2 weeks. But I seen it at 230, and I think I sold it at 236. Midterm uptrend confirmed with $1.78 as key support level to maintain momentum. So let's talk about their finances because this is one thing that you need to know if you're investing in any company. So cash reserves, 108.2 million as of Q1 2025, providing a runway into 2027, supporting ongoing trials without immediate funding needs. Q1 2025 financials reported May 14th, 2025. So they had a net loss of 26.4 million, slightly improved from 26.7 million last year. Loss per share, 0.15 cents, better than the 0.17 in 2024. Debt management on May 2nd, 2025. ATAI repaid $21.8 million of outstanding debt and that saved them around $2.1 million in interest. So that honestly looks great. Liquidity, so current ratio of 3.21 indicates strong short-term financial health. So let's talk about some transactions. So March 2025, Director Christopher bought $2.52 million in shares, signaling confidence. March 2025, another CEO and CBO sold shares, so around $101,000 and $65,000 respectfully to cover tax liabilities. So it's not really a bearish signal. It's mainly just to cover their taxes. Key takeaway, ATAI's financial stability supports its aggressive clinical development and reducing near-term dilution risk. So pipeline progress, so BPL 003, indication TRD and alcohol use disorder, status phase 2 trial ongoing, top line data expected mid 2025, positive phase 2A AUD results reported earlier in 2025, BLS 01, indication TRD, status phase 2 study enrollment ongoing, first patient dosed, results expected Q1 in 2026. So it's going to take some time. Okay, it's going to take some time. EMP01, basically a social anxiety disorder, status phase 2 study underway. Top line data is also expected Q1 of 2026. And RL001, oral compound indication, basically impairment. So phase 2 trial top line data expected mid 2025. So this one's going to come out a little bit sooner. Key takeaway, ATAI's diversified pipeline targets multiple mental health disorders with major catalysts expected in 2025 to 2026. So if you do invest into this in the next couple of years, you have chances, and your chances are pretty high, of the stock basically going parabolic. Market sentiment and analyst outlook. So we did have some buy ratings, the $5 price target, TD buy rating, citing pipeline and financial health, seeking alpha, hold rating, of course, citing regulatory, showing a little bit of uncertainty, sector context. They're up 43.6% year to date. So some risk, man. Honestly, man, anything with any pharmaceutical stocks, you can get bad news. Like if any of the trials outcomes are critical, negative results could reverse stock gains and honestly make the stock die down. So have your risk, do your research, pretty please. And honestly, since I made 60%, doesn't mean you can make 60%. Not saying that in a bad way. Just don't take this video as, oh, I'm going to buy this and it's going to go up. No, but I do recommend doing your research, getting into a good buy zone, have your little limit buy. Don't just buy it at highs. Honestly, you should do good. All right, so we are currently trading at 2.31. I sold at around that 2.34 or 2.33. I believe it was 2.34, most likely. And honestly, man, we have been rallying a decent amount. And honestly, I do recommend just seeing where it goes. Honestly, this is a play that you don't want to have FOMO on and just take your time on. With that being said, just wait for it to at least come down to 2.2, maybe even all the way down to below that $2 level. If you can buy it at that 195 to 190, you will be straight. And or if we have a pullback or some bad news, 150 can be a great level to get this stock at, especially for a long term. If you want to make some short term money, day trade it, maybe even swing trade it for a couple of days or weeks like I did, I do recommend looking at that 210 to that $2 level. Honestly, just have your patience, of course, but honestly, earnings was good. And honestly, news is looking good too. So we might keep on rallying, but this is just one that you don't want to buy in now and then imagine it sells out and you just lose a bunch of money. That's one thing that you don't want to do. With that being said, guys, check out our Discord, smash that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. I try and make videos like this all the time and daily stock market outlook videos. So please subscribe and peace out.